Hello, and welcome to Pure Hearts Healing Live. It's good to have you here. We're going to do some weekly guidance again today. Okay, so I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. I've had an amazing weekend. I've been teaching Angelic Reiki workshop this weekend, 1 and 2, and it's always just it's incredible. I absolutely love it, and the energies. There's just so much healing, so much beautiful energy around, and I've had a full weekend of it, and it's beautiful. So I'm buzzing today. So let's see what the angels have to share for the week ahead. Oh, there's no cards jumping today. I think I'm gonna have to try a different method. So let's see. So that's one of these cards. Yeah. Okay, so we've got King of Gabriel. Okay, beautiful card, and already I can see he's sat on his throne. He's looking very relaxed, very regal. Feel a sense that he feels very much in control with this card of where he's going, much more in control. And the card. Okay, so from the card, I am just getting this sense of everything is okay. No need to worry, just sit back, relax, go with the flow. Everything is okay. Everything's going to turn out as it should. There's an awful lot going on in the background. You know, you can see out the window, you've got the desert behind him, you've got all the artwork, the animals, particularly the elephant. Okay, elephants to me are all about pushing down barriers. They can push through barriers and move things forward. So again, that's sort of telling me that you don't need to worry if there's anything sort of blocking you, anything causing problems, any worries or concerns. That's being moved away. That's okay. You don't have to get involved in all the details or anything. You know, there's people on hand who can help out. You know, he's a king and he's sitting back, and it's like he's just letting the others get on with it, and you know, he's okay. He's okay. So with this card, that's you. I feel that maybe there's been a situation, or maybe in the past you've been too involved with things, you've been pushing too hard, you've been trying to do everything yourself, and now it's the time to sort of sit back and let others help you a bit, and just allow what's coming. Let the universe help you, let the angels help you, you know, ask for that help, and sit back and allow it. Yeah, let it come in, let it help you, and don't try to force things, you know, too much. You don't need to. The help's there. So that's a beautiful card. So yeah, good outcome with that card. Let's see if there's another card that is recommended for the week. Okay, so if you're joining me live, thank you. If you're watching the replay, thank you. Do drop me a comment in the box, say hi so I know who you're here, and you know, let me know if you're watching the replay afterwards and what your thoughts are and whether the cards resonate. So let's have another card for the week. Oh, we've got 2 now. So the 5 of Ariel. Now this card is so apt, and when I'm talking about my insights for the week, this is definitely coming through, and this is all about it's moving through things, it's moving through negativity, it's moving through it's the end of a situation and the beginning of something new. So it's beautiful, and the card actually says you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Okay, which, you know, we've said with this, with the king, that help is there. You don't need to worry about anything. The help is there, but you do need to ask for it. But with this card, it's like, as I said earlier, you've sort of been through the mill, you've been pushing and pushing and pushing. And, you know, that can affect you. That can affect your mental health. That can affect your physical health. You know, if you've been going too long, you might feel run down or burnt out. And this card is indicating that you've been through all that. You've been through all the rubbish. It's the end of that now. It's time for a new start. It's time to come past that and move on for it. So again, you don't have to go through any challenges alone. Ask for help, and then you can sit back and relax a bit more, because that help's there. You don't have to do it all alone. And then the final card that's come through is the Seven of Ariel. Okay, and again, I get such a beautiful, beautiful vibe with this card. You can see all the gorgeous flowers in the field. He's standing there with his staff, and it's like he's put all this effort in, and it's finally coming to fruition. So if you've had something that you've been working on and it's been hard and you've pushed and pushed yourself, all that effort is worth it. And, you know, you're going to see the rewards from that. So when you put in the work, when you work in the fields, the flowers, if you're a gardener, if you have an allotment, you plant your seeds, you've got to put all of the work in, you've got to keep it tidy, and then eventually you see the result of that. And that's what I'm picking up with this card. And I'm just seeing lots and lots of beautiful colours in the background as well, all sort of in balance and harmony. So yeah, so if it isn't already there, just have patience, because that is coming. You are going to reap the rewards of all that hard work. And, you know, be happy, be pleased with that. You should be proud of yourself for that. And then, of course, you can relax a little bit again, and know that the help you have is needed. That help is going to help you get there as well. So I hope that makes sense and resonates. And in terms of the lessons this week, I do love how the cards really do sort of pick up and tie in with the lesson that I'm going to speak about. And you can see I've shuffled them; they're jumping out. I've not handpicked them. But this week, if we're looking at the 5 Ariel, the card says you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay, so I've had a healing workshop this weekend, an Angelic Reiki workshop. And when I'm running a workshop, the healing starts from the minute you commit to doing the workshop and you decide that you are doing that path. You're investing in your own healing process, and that process begins then. But the week before the workshop, that's when you'll really start to notice subtle changes. It might start to bring things up that need healing. And as the workshop facilitator, quite often I take on some of that as well for my students. So last week, and I also get healing myself from the workshops, and it brings things up for me to heal as well. So last week, in the lead up to the workshop, I was a little emotional. Things got to me. I got a little bit worked up. I've been doing an awful lot lately. I've been working really hard, working days, working nights, and things started to get to me a little bit. And I was starting to think, you know, am I ever going to achieve my goals? How am I going to get there? And, you know, I ended up, it just came up. It came up for healing. And, you know, I had a night on Wednesday night where I was crying. I was crying a little bit on Thursday as I was talking about it. But the beauty is, because it came up for healing and I was able to cry and let go and talk about it to people I'm close to, that really helps with the healing process. And that's what this card is saying as well. You know, you are going to go through negative periods. You are going to, as part of your healing process, things are going to come up for you that, you know, make you feel down on occasion. You know, we're human. Nobody's always happy. And, you know, no matter what you see, quite often on social media, you'll see people quite often posting a lot about the things that they're doing that make them happy. And that's absolutely amazing. But you also need to remember that, you know, behind the scenes, we experience emotions that aren't always the best, the heightened emotions. Sometimes we do need to heal from things. Sometimes we do get upset or sad about things or worried about things. That's natural, we're human. And the best way to heal from that is to let it out. If you want to cry, cry. You know, if you want to scream and shout and go thump a pillow, go thump a pillow, let it out. The key is not to dwell on it too long and not to let it become integrated so that you're constantly focusing on that. And then here it says negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies, and that's what can happen when you dwell on it and you allow yourself in that cycle where your brain is constantly telling you the same story over and over again. And if you keep things into yourself, quite often that's what happens. Whereas if you've got a problem and something's bothering you, quite often you let it out. You know, you cry, you get upset, you rant, you talk about it to people who care about you, and they can then help you put things in perspective a bit more. And then that can help to stop the cycle of thoughts that are going round in your head, feeding you the same story all the time. So it's important to ask for help. And if there's nobody if you can talk to about things, then talk to the angels about it. Get it off your chest, cry it out, experience those emotions, but then let them go. Because you don't have to keep refeeling those emotions. Let them come up for healing. And likewise, if you bottle them down, not only do you keep getting fed the same story over and over again, but that's creating dis-ease within yourself. And that will start to manifest as physical symptoms as well quite often, which can make you feel poorly. And obviously that's where disease comes from if they build up often enough. And you don't want to do that either. So bottling your feelings up can be bad for your health as well. So it's just something important that you need to look at. It's okay to put on a brave face, but you know, don't bottle things up. You know, it's okay to ask for help as well. And it's looking at when's a good time. If you're in work, obviously you won't want to melt down straight away. But if you're with close friends, you're with family, or even if you're on your own and you're feeling sad and you feel like you want to cry, or you want to shout, let it out. Yeah. And if you can talk to people and get that support. That's really important for you. But yeah, it's just take those on board. If anybody does want to join me on the next Angelic Reiki workshop, I'm going to be running one on I think it's the 2nd and 3rd of April, and it would be lovely to see you there. And again, that's a deep healing process. But yeah, take this on board. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.